1-7. In the third game, it was the Rangers taking on the Caprock Longhorns at the Pro Baseball Diamond there in Amarillo. Said it was just foggy as it could be. We all remember what Friday night was like. It's hard to believe that kind of fog late in the evening, but there it was. And the Rangers and the Caprock Longhorns, due to the good lighting in that pro field, were able to finish it up. And you can hear the announcer in the background. We're about set to get this one underway. We will be doing the national anthem here shortly. We had the Rangerettes head coach Tessa Powell on coffee break also this morning, and talking about the tournament they had in Amarillo at the River Road tournament. The Rangerettes lost once again to River Road by the score of 12-1. Paladura, they defeated 18-3, and then took care of the Randall JV 7-6. Both of the teams got rained out on Saturday, were not able to do it. They're announcing the lineups. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with the start of this one after these words.
In our hurry-up life, everyone wants to conserve personal time, so ease and comfort of banking whenever and wherever is Interstate's top priority. And to that end, Interstate Bank has instituted many mobile personal financial management techniques. Mobile phone pay, check, easy voice, account information, and coming soon, mobile deposit check capture, person-to-person fund transfer, and business-to-business pay.
Hit one more.
Welcome, Preston Hernandez. I am proud of our ability to provide many solutions to meet the unique financial needs of you and your family. Interstate Bank, an equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Here in rural America, there are three things that never change: the land, the commitment of the families that farm it, and the loyalty of the local co-op, which provides the inputs, the markets, and information farmers and ranchers need to stay profitable. Wherever you find a successful farming operation, you'll find a local co-op to help it grow. You're cooperative, local, loyal, trusted by generations. Stop by an Equity Exchange location for all your farming and ranching needs.
Back at Mike Hargrove Field, where the starting lineups have been introduced while we had the short break for the Perryton Rangers. Pitching is Izzy Loma, Abraham Hernandez catching, Levi Stevens on first, Julian Romero on second base. Third base is Brenton Heater. Pablo Perez at shortstop, left field Cesar Romero, at center field Julian Cervantes, and Adrian Siniceros in right field. We're about to have the national anthem. Nothing like trumpets and horns to make the national anthem sound wonderful. Gave you the starting lineup for the Perryton Rangers. For the Guyman Tigers, pitching will be Obed Perot, catcher Gage Martinez, first base Sam Alblander, second base Tariq Wansalon, at third Carson Martinez, shortstop Adrian Favela, and in left field Marvin Garcia, center field Reich Slover, and right field Mizurami Pacheco. Leading off for the Guyman Tigers will be Obed Perot, the pitcher, and followed by Gage Martinez and Carson Martinez, or rather Adrian Favela and Carson Martinez, in that order. These two have played once before. The Rangers coming out on top 16-1. Pitching in that for the Rangers was Pablo Perez. They also had Loma as well as Stevens do some reliever work. Actually, it was more just a matter of getting in some throws instead of relief, because Perez was in no trouble at all. The Rangers had 10 hits to produce those 16 runs, 7 errors by the Guyman Tigers, and 4 wild pitches and 3 walks for the Rangers. 16-1 win over the Tigers at Guyman. The throw out to second, and we're about to set to get this one underway. Leading off will be, as I said, the pitcher, Obed Perot, and I don't remember him pitching in the last game. Well, he may have been one of them. It's difficult to read these lineups sometimes. You get the third of 4 pages. There's Wine and the pitch, and down low. Ball 1 to Perot. Izzy Loma on the mound for the Rangers. Abraham Hernandez, the battery mate. The line and the delivery, and there's going to be a called strike. Just a little inside, but right at the knees. 1-1 the count on Obed Perot. I'm having to guess at some of these names because then there's a curve that got away from Izzy and hit Perot. As visiting with Coach this morning, and a drive out into right field, and it's fair. Going to third is Perot, and slides in safe. A single for Gage Martinez. Hit right on the line. Looked to me, I could barely see it because the line disappears behind the dugout over there in the visitors down that right field line. But it looked to me like it was about a foot inside. Coming over to try to make it was Siniceros, but just couldn't quite get there. So 2 batters, 2 men on. Favela at the plate. There's a pitch and a swing at a high one. Strike 1. That was shoulder high. Went for it. As I said, Izzy Loma on the mound for the Rangers. Abraham Hernandez, the catcher. The wind, not much of a lead, and there's a ground ball. That'll bring in the run past the third baseman, Perez. Another single. So back-to-back singles and RBI for Favela. And Guyman starting this game out much better than they did at their home field. So 2 singles and a hit batter, nobody out. Runners at first and second. Brings up Carson Martinez, the third baseman for Guyman. Wind and delivery and a hard rounder to short and throw to second, and the ball gets away from a bad throw by the second baseman, and coming in on the bad throw to first and scoring was Gage Martinez. A throwing error by shortstop, or rather second baseman Julian Romero, trying to get the runner at first out of Stevens' reach, and that's a long reach. So 1 down, 1 on, 2-run score. 2 hits. And in the dirt and stopped by catcher Abraham Hernandez. Ball 1 to number 11, Tarek Waslan. There's a wind and a called strike right over. 1-1 the count. So a ground out by Carson and Stevens comes out on the mound and talks to Loma as the batter went over and talked to his coach on third base. Waslan, the second baseman. 1-1 to count on him. 1 out, and there's a bunt off of the mound and a throw to first in time for out number 2. Brings up Marvin Garcia. A strike that time by Izzy Loma from just to the left of the home plate. Went 90 feet in a hurry to first for out number 2. Left fielder Marvin Garcia at the plate. Runner at second, Martinez, or rather Favela. There's a pitch outside. Curveball that did not start in the right place. It started on the outside and just went wider. Ball 1 to Garcia. Ball 2. On the pitch, 2-0. Loma from the stretch. Lead by the runner at second. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Coach was saying that Loma did a good job at either Amarillo or Tascosa until that one big inning. And there's a swing and a high pop up. Third baseman comes over and makes the out for out number 3. But not before they get 2 runs on 2 hits and a hit batter. We'll be back with the bottom half of the first after these words.
PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
We get it. No, you need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you, or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply.
Goodrich Tires. For nationwide warranty, automotive service, you need to make your next stop the Pit Stop. 4th and Main in Perryton.
Back at Mike Hargrove Field on a beautiful Monday. It's been a strange year all the way around. Typically games are played on Tuesdays and Saturdays. This year they've been all over the place. We got Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Thursdays, you name it. They'll get a little more in a row when we get to district, which we're not that far off from, really, as the Rangerettes started on the 23rd, as do the Rangers. Both these teams, boys and girls, starting identically with the 23rd of March, the starting games for district. That almost never is. Usually the boys start a week early because their state tournament's a week early. But not this year. It's called the COVID year. Up to the plate, Pablo Perez, followed by Cesar Ramirez. The windup by Perro and delivery inside. Ball one. Watching all the way was Pablo. Didn't move. He was going to let it hit him if it wanted to. The wind and the delivery by Perro, and that's going to be low. Ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. We're at the bottom of the first inning. The Guyman Tigers got a couple of hits and a hit batter and scored 2 runs. Wind and the delivery, and that's going to be inside again. 3-0. They left 2 on base. Did Guyman. The wind and the delivery, and a swing and a miss. A good strike. A little bit of a curve. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strikes on shortstop Pablo Perez. The wind and the delivery, and a swing and a hit back up to top, fielded by the shortstop. Not in time. A single for Pablo. That shortstop almost got him. Went wide to his left, fielded right behind second base, and a half step ahead was Perez for the single. Brings up Cesar Ramirez, left fielder for the Rangers. From the stretch, Perot. They wind and a bunt down the right side that went foul. Strike 1 on Cesar Ramirez. On deck is Adrian Zane Eiler, the designated hitter. He'll be followed by Jahir Romero and then Izzy Loma. No one out. Runner at first is Perez. 1 strike on Ramirez. The wind and delivery, and a bunt to the pitcher. Not in time to get Perez at second, and advancing Perez with a fielder's choice is Ramirez. Ground out to 1. Brings up, as I said, Eiler. He's the lefty. Caught for the Rangers at Guyman when we played at Guyman. Perro looks at Perez on second, winds, and a swing and a foul down into the dirt. Strike 1 on Eiler. Julian Romero, as I said, on deck. Izzy Loma in the hole. 1 away. The Rangers trail it 2-0. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Just got this one underway. Getting a little cloudier. We had sunshine a while ago. Perro looks at Pablo, winds and delivers, and a blooper out into left field. This could score, will score Pablo. He's being circled in, and the throw not in time, and a single and an RBI for Zane Eiler. He hit Guyman well at Guyman. Their right fielder at Guyman had a tough time of it. They knocked about 4 of them over his head. So out to speak with the coach and the catcher. Out to speak with Perro and the catcher. It's Coach Darnell. Don't have a first name. Lucky to have the names, and not sure I got all the names right on the Guyman Tigers. Don't know. That wasn't the girl that wrote most of those up, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
She had good handwriting. Oh, I do need to get the numbers for their subs, though. Yeah, there they are. Okay. Yeah, she could write good. The coach, not so much. So, started to, what are we talking about? Got a umpire, second base umpire hollering at somebody on the sideline. Maybe the Guyman players, I'm not sure. There's a one and a swing and a bounder to first, and advancing the runner to second. The throw to first is in time for out number 2. Eiler's on second now, as Julian Romero bounds out to 1 for out number 2. And Izzy, the pitcher, can help himself out with a single here, would tie the game. It's now 1-2. The wind and the pitch, and that's outside in the dirt, stopped by Gage Martinez. Ball 1 to Izzy Loma. Levi Stevens on deck. Abraham Hernandez in the hole for the Perryton Rangers. No wind to speak of. Little breeze maybe out of the southwest. There's Wine and a foul back into the netting. 1-1 the count. This field is always immaculate. Coach Cowan puts hours in on it. I kidded him about he likes grass because he likes riding the lawnmowers. From the stretch, 1-1 count to Loma. The pitch and a grounder down third, and the throw to first in time for out number 3. And that brings the Rangers out with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
We get it. No, you need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you, or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply.
Own the company. Time is money to them. Get the work done, move on. Think cleaner, think more professional, think turnkey jobs. No subcontractors for anything, including ditching. F&F are licensed for plumbing and heating and air conditioning. F&F are professionals. So think, I'll just call the best. Flush the rest.
We're back at Hargrove Field, Perryton, Texas. Guyman playing much better than they did at Guyman. They lead it 2-1. We're in the top of the second inning. On the mound is Loma. He winds and delivers. Strike 1. Called on Mariama Pacheco. Now that's not right. It's Mizurami. Mizurami. At least that's the way I read it. Couldn't read it the last time either. 1-1 on the pitch. Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Pacheco. There's a hard hit. Foul down the third base line. Strike two. 1-2 the count. Mrs. Rami Pacheco on deck is, I couldn't tell. Reich, maybe. There is a line drive right to short for out number one. Easy out. Line drive to Pablo. Didn't hardly even have to move. Out number one. Did you get it as Reich, Slover, R-I-K-E? You did what? Riley? Okay, well, we'll go with that. Out number one, batter up is Slover. The wind and the pitch, and down in the dirt, almost hit the umpire, bounced up high. I believe that's ball two to Slover. There was a pitch while I was talking, I think. We'll call him, that sounds a little better, Riley. Two E's. There's a wind and a swing. Wow. He didn't know what to do with it. It was so slow. He kept waiting and kept waiting, still hit in front of it. 2 balls, 1 strike. The count on Slover. On deck, Oblender. There's a pitch, and it's low outside. Ball 3. 3-1 the count, 1 away. We're in the top of the second inning. Slover is the center fielder. Tall kid, skinny. There's a pitch, and there's called strike. Full count now, 3-2 on Slover. Our mic for the crowd is behind the crowd, so you're going to get as much crowd as you do anything else. There's a wind and a pitch, and a grounder to pitcher. Throw, not in time. Had a little trouble getting the ball up and ready to throw, did Loma. So I'm going to say that should have been an out, and I'm going to say he's on with an error. Brings up Allblender, the first baseman. Another tall drink of water. 1 away, 1 on. Throw to first, not in time. Speaking of a tall drink of water, first baseman for the Rangers, obviously, Levi Stevens, 6'7", and there's a pitch, and going for a bad pitch for bunt, and strike 1. There's a pitch, and that's going to be outside, ball. 1-1 to count, 1 away, runner at first. Sun's coming out just a little bit. Got some shirt sleeves out here. I would not be in shirt sleeves, but if the breeze comes up, it gets closed. And there's the ball low, and advancing to second is Slover. Loma's been putting them in the dirt quite a bit so far in this game to this point. 2 balls, 1 strike on Slover. Runner at second now. And Loma makes him go back to the base at second. And another ball. 3-1. Loma's been behind several already. There's a wind and a fake bunt. Didn't even try for it. I'm not sure what he thought he was doing. if you stick the bat out there and you don't take it back, it's going to be a strike. But he didn't even move toward the ball. So the full count now. And there's a ball 4 on the outside. So 2 runners on after getting the lead off. And Coach wants to talk to Loma. His control has not been that good in the ball game. We got to say meeting on the mound. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back at Hargrove Field right after this.
PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
Back at Hargrove Field, Loma staying on the mound. Figured he would, but they've had a lot of runners on base. They've got 2 on now. They went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in that first inning on hits and a hit batter. Got 1 away, and at the plate, the leadoff batter, Obed Perro. Coach, I think if I know Coach, he said throw strikes, let him hit it. So strike number 1 on Perro. There's another strike and down the baseline. Strike 2. Foul. Runners at first and second. Perro, who got hit the last time up. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a wind and a pitch, and that got away from Loma and goes all the way back to the screen. Runners advance to second and third. 1 and 2 now on Perro. A little bit of breeze, you can hear it in the mic. 1 away, 1 and 2. The count. There's the pitch and ball low. 2 and 2. Two to 1. Guyman in the lead in the top of the second with runners at second and third. 1 away. There's a wind and a pitch and a strike and a foul back. So still 2 and 2 to count. If he can get out of this inning, and he's not going to get it as he hits Obed for the second time in the game. Hit him on the leg, and that had some zip to it. And Coach, and that loads the bases. Coach is coming out, and I believe we're going to have a reliever. Yep. We're going to have a reliever. I believe it's going to be Stevens come in place of, nope, he's handing the ball to number 21 for the Preston Rangers. And I'm going to have to go to my lineup to. Do you have 21? I've got the lineup, but it's in my computer. We're going to take a break. We'll be back and tell you who's the relieving pitcher after these words.
Want to hear about something? United Food Store deli can't be beat. If it's a sandwich you want, there are 9 to choose from, including the classic hamburger, cheesesteak, classic fries for only $6.79. And it's no secret, United makes the best fried chicken in town, just like Grandma and rotisserie, in a variety of flavors. Fried fish, cold salads, and every side imaginable guarantees everyone can find something they like at the United Deli, and it's all served up by the friendliest crew around. United Supermarkets Deli, they love what they do, and so will you.
And we're back, and on the mound is Preston Hernandez, number 21 for the Rangers. And there's a wind and a high fly into center field. It's going to be back for the right fielder. Makes the catch for the out, but coming in after touching bag is number 7 for the Guyman Tigers, Riley Slover. And that's another run after the sacrifice fly by Gage Martinez. And runners at the corners. The wind and delivery. And a fly ball into left field. Center field, and coming over and making an excellent play on it, Julian Cervantes for out number 3. The Rangers get out with only 1 run scoring, but they're still behind 3-1. It's the bottom half of the second inning. We'll be back after these words.
To provide many solutions to meet the unique financial needs of you and your family. Interstate Bank, an equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Back, Hargrove Field, bottom half of the second inning. Rangers trailing still by 2 after the Guyman Tigers scored 1 in that top of the second. Leadoff batter Pacheco grounded out to Perez, but then an error and a walk and a hit batter and a fly ball to right field scored 1, making it 3-1. And Preston Hernandez, who came in relief, got Gage Martinez to fly out to right field, and Adrian Favila flied out to center field. Good defensive plays both by the right fielder Cisneros and Cervantes. Rangers at the plate, and this is Levi Stevens leading off. There's the wind and a swing and a strike 1. Outside and low to Stevens, but swung at it. Strike 1. Beautiful day Monday. Got some sunshine out. The wind and the delivery and a swing and a pop. I believe he got a little of it, but it was down low once again. Some batters go after the high ones, some of them go after the low ones. So far, Levi is 6'7". He's going after the low ones. No balls, 2 strikes. The wind and the delivery, and that one is too low. Let that one go by. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Perro allowed a couple of hits and 1 run in the first inning by the Rangers. Leadoff batter and Siniceros drove Pablo and going after a low one outside, and the throw to first not in time. Gets away from the first baseman, and advancing to second is Levi Stevens. So on due to a passed ball. I believe he should have had that, the catcher, and then made a bad throw to first. So a passed ball and an error, and on plate, in scoring position already, Levi Stevens. Abraham Hernandez, a grounder past second base. This will score Stevens. Grounding first, and I believe they could have tested that right fielder. He has a tough time of it. He can't throw it very hard, and he has a hard time with fly balls. And I almost would have sent Hernandez, who got on that single, going. He also got the RBI. So the Rangers turn an error and a passed ball into a score. Brenton Heater at the plate. The wind and a hard swing fouled off into the screen over by the dugout of the Guyman Tigers. Perot's got a little speed on it. I mean, he's not blinding, but places it pretty well. Keeps it low. And from the stretch, the one strike. Now he backs off of the rubber a little bit, and back to first goes Heater. Or rather, Hernandez. Wind and delivery, and curve ball, waited on it, slow curve. Heater waited and still pulled it down the third base line, foul. No balls, 2 strikes on Heater. On first, Hernandez with an RBI after Stevens advanced to second due to a bad throw from the catcher. Perot, and they're going to call a balk, I believe. I'm not sure what they're going to call. Not a balk, but balk. So going to second is Hernandez. Looked to me like he pulled his foot off the pitching rubber. Still 2 strikes on Heater, though. Perot winds and outside ball. Good eye for Heater. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second is Hernandez on the balk. There's Wine and a slow curve down in the dirt. The throw to third, not in time, and going to first. I believe the catcher made the wrong decision. He should have thrown it to first, but he threw it to third, and the Rangers are on due to the error on the drop ball, pass ball. That's his second pass ball. Dropped it. So Heater's on first and Hernandez on second. And Julian Cervantes, the center fielder, is up to the plate to hit. So 3 strike pass balls for both Stevens and Heater. A single by Hernandez. And the Rangers are down by only 1 with no outs. Runners at the corners. And Julian Cervantes at the plate. Perot from the stretch, the wind and delivery, and that's high ball. Good throw by the catcher down to third, but not in time. Ball one. Got a good crowd here today. Even got a good crowd from Guyman. Looks like 20 so out there. Runners at the corners from the stretch. Perro looks to third. Now the pitch, and there's a ball high, and the fake throw by the catcher. Didn't fall for it, though, Hernandez at third. So the only force now is at first, or they'll load the bases. 2 balls, the count, and a fly into left center. Back there and making the catch and coming in to score, holding at second, is Heater, but an RBI for Cervantes. Flied out to 7 left field and gets an RBI. Ties the game 3-all. So just 1 out and still a runner at second now. Top of the batting order now. Pablo, Cesar Ramirez, Zane Eiler. There's a wind and a pitch outside in the dirt. Ball. Couple of passed balls on the catcher's part contributed mightily to this score. 2 runs. A wind and a pitch and a fly well out of play over down the first base line. Strike 1. 1-1 to count on Pablo. Shortstop for the Rangers. From the stretch, the wind and the pitch, and that's low and going down to second. And the ball getting away from the catcher once again. Ball 2. Hernandez, or Heater, that is, on third now. Fly ball into the outfield, and Rangers have the lead. 2 balls, 1 strike, and that's 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1. 1 out. From the stretch, Perro looks to third, winds and delivers, and that's going to be called strike. Looked a little low to Pablo and me as well. It was over the plate, but well below Pablo's 2.5 feet knees, I can tell you that. So the count 3-2 on Pablo. There's the wind and delivery, and a foul back into the and through the top of the net, caught by a fan over there on the who tosses it to the Guyman players over there. Still 3-2. No strikeouts for either team so far in the game. Timeout called by Pablo. Steps out of the batter's box. Steps back in. From the stretch, Obed Perro. There's the pitch and a line drive into right field. That may go over his head. It will go over his head. As I said, that poor kid has a tough time of it. So a triple by Pablo, and he'll hold it third. Drives in a run, drives in Heater. I would hit every fly, if I could, I would hit every fly to right field. He had a tough time of it in Guyman, and he's having a tough time. And not only that, but he can't throw he can't throw it. Feel sorry for him, but at least he's out there giving it all. Right? Right. So a 3-bagger, triple, and an RBI. Rangers take the lead, 4-3. Brings up Cesar Ramirez, the left fielder, followed by Eiler, the designated hitter. Four to three. But the way the bats have been hitting, it's not going to be a run rule today. Doesn't appear to me for either team. Perro is doing a pretty decent job on the mound. There's the wind and the delivery, and almost got him, and coming in and sliding and safe on a passed ball once again. Did you give him a wild pitch or a passed ball on that? Yeah, another passed ball. That's the third one in this inning. And coming in to score, Brenton Heater. Got on a pass ball and scored on a pass ball. And third base, shortstop, pitcher, and catcher all come in and talk to each other. You can tell by the look on the catcher's face, Hernandez or Gage Martinez, he's not too happy. I wouldn't be either. So 1 ball on Cesar, and a swing and an inside pitch, and almost fighting it off. Real close to the fists on that one. Strike one. 1-1. Rangers have scored 3 runs. 4 runs, that is. And our score, 5-3, and a ball low. 2-1. An error on actually the catcher on the first batter. There's going to be a called strike. 2-2. Right across the plate, and watched it all the way, did Cesar. Two and two, the count. The wind and a roller down the third base, goes foul, and then bounces back in safe. Wow. I didn't know that's what you could call. Before it stopped rolling, I guess if it comes back in, it's a good hit. So it went about 20 feet down the way and was rolling right along being the foul, and made a hop and came back in. So on with the single is Cesar Ramirez. Brings up Eiler, got a single his first time up. 1 away. There's a pitch outside, but that was a curveball. Came back, didn't look to me like it came back over the plate, but doesn't make any difference. Umpire thought it did. The bottom of the second. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at first. The wind and the pitch and almost a swing, but that one he did call wide. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike on Eiler. There's the wind and the pitch, and down low, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second now. Got good speed, Ramirez. From the stretch, the wind and the delivery, and strike 2. That was another curve that came in really low. It was over the plate, but dropped well below the knees by the time it got across the plate. 2-2 the count. 1 out. There's the wind and the pitch. That's outside and high. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Zane Eiler has a RBI and a hit. Perro looking at second. There's a wind and a foul down the left field line. Tell you what, Eiler has a super swing, just as smooth, and he gets a hold of it, it'll go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Runner at second. Perro looks at second, back, looks at second, back, looks at second. There's a wind and a pitch. That's outside. Yep, walked him. Tried to see if the umpire would call that outside one that time, and he didn't. And the catcher just turned around and asked him about it. He said, no, it is outside. And was a little wider than the first outside curve ball. Brings up Jair Romero. Grounded to, or flied out to 9. And there's a slow roller, and he's going to have to make it. And got it to first in time, did Perro, to get the out, but advanced the runners, so 2 away. Grounder 1. And out number 2. And batting in place of Izzy Loma is number 21, the pitcher, Preston Hernandez. The wind and delivery, that's outside. Oh, man. Called it a strike. Strike 1 on Hernandez, Preston Hernandez. The wind and the delivery, and a good line drive to left field. This will score 2. And outstanding swing and line drive to left by Preston Hernandez. Helped himself. He's the relieving pitcher, and he got 2 RBIs off of that deal. So Hernandez, 2 RBIs and a single. And they're going to run number 2, who is Ramon Alvarez. Pitch runner. And at the plate, Levi Stevens. The wind and outside pitch. Throw down to first. Alvarez gets back. Score 7-3. Big inning for the Rangers. Now with 6 runs in this inning. And getting back Alvarez. Perot's got a good move. He reminds me of a shortstop. We'll see if they replace him where he will go. Quick delivery. Quick on his feet. And made a heck of a throw to first a while ago. From, and a swing and a miss. Good. Oh, no, they called another balk on Perot. Going to second. Is Alvarez, running for Hernandez. And a wild pitch on an attempted catch, and they're holding him up at third. It'd have been close. Coming in at third is Alvarez on a wild pitch. Well, I'm not sure it's all that wild. It kind of got away. I thought the second baseman should have had it. May have surprised him. There's a pitch and a swing and a high fly out into left field. Comes in and makes the grab, does the left fielder Marvin Garcia for out number 3 on a high fly to left field by Levi Stevens to end the inning. Our score, Rangers 7, the Diamond Tigers 3. We'll be back after these words.
PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
We get it. No, you need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply.
And we're back at Mike Hargrove Field here in Perryton. Rangers coming away with a 6-run second inning. Had an error to lead it off on the catcher. A single by Abraham Hernandez. We'll run it down for you a little later. Right now on the mound for the Rangers is Preston Hernandez facing Carson Martinez, and a drive to short, fielded, the throw to first, not in time. Way back, almost to the grass, well behind third base was Pablo, and that was a heck of a throw, and with good speed. Down at first was Carson Martinez here in the top of the third with a single. Brings up Tariq Wislow, followed by Marvin Garcia. There's a curve, and it hits him. That really got away from Hernandez. So a single and a walk, not a good way to start this third inning. Reminds me of the first inning when a hit batter, 2 singles. And a drive to the left. Rangers got out of that one with only 2 runs scored, but there's 2 batters on, and throw to third, not in time. And sliding in and almost getting tagged on the rebound was Carson Martinez, but he got back. Strike 1 on Marvin Garcia. Runners at the corners now, nobody out. And throw back to first. Fake to third, turned and threw to first. Thinking he might catch Tariq Westlund off base, didn't. There's a throw to second, not in time, and holding at third was Martinez. 1 ball, 1 strike on Marvin Garcia. Nobody out, top of the third. The wind and the pitch, and there's a ball high. 2 balls and 1 strike. His curve is not working for him, Preston Hernandez. From the stretch, Hernandez And there's a curve that did work. Way out in front of it was Garcia, 2-2. That's his first curve that has worked, actually. And a foul down the first baseline. 2-2 still. Two balls, two strikes. There's a slow pitch, swung and struck him out. Curve that just fooled him. Strikeout number one for anybody in the ball game. Out number one for Guyman in the top of the third brings up Mirzarama Pacheco. Grounded to short the last time and swung at a high curve. Strike one. There's a grounder. Throw to first in time for out number two. Almost got a guy playing off of second, but coming in to score. RBI for Pacheco. Martinez comes in. Ground out to 5. And brings up Riley Slover with 2 outs. 7-4. There's a grounder to Pablo. Throw to first in time. Out number 3. So took a while to get there, but finally got the third out. Ground out to 6. So a strikeout, a ground out to 5, ground out to 6 for the final 3 batters, and out of trouble is Hernandez. Our score 7-4. We'll be back after these.
From the real big items like lifts, tool storage large and small, hand tools for unique jobs, Feist's air and power tools with instant rebates, air compressors, or even complete heating systems for the small garage owner. When it comes to upgrading your shop, there's no better place than Motor Parts of Perry.
Back at Mike Hargrove Field, leading off for the Rangers, number 20 for the Red, Abraham Hernandez. Got a single the first time up and moved it on to second for, and came in to score a run on a balk on Perro. Rangers with 6 runs in that second inning. We're in the bottom half of the third. The wind and delivery and a swing and a miss on a good fastball up around the letters by Perro. Strike one on the batter, and the wind and the outside. One and one to Abraham Hernandez. The wind and the delivery and inside. No. Oh. Strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes on that inside pitch. This will be a throwaway for Perro, but one that Hernandez will have to, nope, batting's down low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Hernandez, the first batter for the Rangers here in this bottom half of the third. Perro on the mound still. No strikeouts. There's the wind and outside. 3-2, full count now. Good eye for Hernandez on that wide pitch. Slow one, it would have been easy to swing at. The wind, 3-2 delivery, and that strike called. Outside, but called strike, first strikeout for Obed Perro. Brings up Brenton Heater. Got on due to a pass ball by the catcher. Last time up. The wind and the delivery and a swing at a wide one. Strike one. Well out of the strike zone. It was a curve. And a slow one at that. It's one you want to start swinging at well before it gets there, and you wait and you wait and you swing and it curves outside. There's a pitch, a bounder to the pitcher, and not in time. Good running by Brenton Heater. Got some speed on the Ranger team, and he made it down there easily for a single. Don't know how to put a bounder in there in the score sheet. Probably did not get outside of the baseline. Batter is Julian Cervantes. The wind and delivery outside, and going to second will be Heater. Good stop that time by the catcher Martinez, but still pulled him off the bag. No way to get Heater at second. Takes a decent lead of about 10 feet. Winds it a little bit. Shortstop come over to, and there's a wind and a pitch, and going to third, and in there in time is Heater. Good speed for Heater. A stolen base, 2 steals, and he'll be brought home one way or another. There is one out. Any fly to outfield, and Heater's gone and scoring. Cervantes with 3 balls, no strikes on him. That's the first time that's been on Perot, and there's a line drive to right field and gets out of reach of the right fielder. He runs over, picks it up, throws it to the relay person, but coming in to score is Heater, and an RBI for Julian Cervantes. Single to right. And his second RBI of the game. 8-4. Perez steps up, leadoff batter. Runner at second is Cervantes. 1 away here in the bottom of the third inning. Perro winds and delivers, and a foul tip caught by the catcher. Strike one on Perez. He had a triple, his second bat up, and a single. And there's a called strike 2. On the outside corner, a slow curve. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second. 1 out. Rangers have scored 1 run here in the bottom of the third. Perro looks at second. Now the wind and a foul out to the right, out of play. Over into the junior high football practice field. Still 0-2. One away. From the stretch, Perot. Short comes over. There's the pitch and a pull down the third base line. It was a slow curve coming in, and he waited as long as he could. Had to hit it and pulled it. No balls, 2 strikes. Pablo Perez, shortstop for the Rangers. Cervantes, the runner at second. Perro winds and fouled back into the screen. Pablo hanging in. So far, 2 hits, a single and a triple for Perez. Rangers with 1 run scored off of a couple of singles. And the runner is at second, Cervantes. There's the wind and the pitch and a line drive caught by the shortstop coming in to third. Did he miss the tag? He did. He missed the tag, and the ball went into, or maybe it was a bad throw. Bad throw. First baseman couldn't get to it and went into the dugout going to, I'm not sure they would have got him anyhow if it had been a good throw, because he was trying to tag him as he went by. So I'm going to give him a single. And an RBI for that matter. As coming in to score was Cervantes. And Cesar Ramirez, who got a single the last time up. Pablo on second. Perro winds and delivers. That's going to be high, ball. Ball 1 on Ramirez. Rangers 9, Guyman 4. Rangers scored 1 in the first, 6 in the second, and now 2 here in the third inning. Perro's thrown a lot of balls, a swing and a miss by Cesar. 1-1 the count. Guyman players all playing a normal position, depth-wise. Pablo. And the pitch, and that's going to be a called strike. That was a curve, a slow curve on the inside. Knew that one was coming. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. It really is very, very slow. You can't hold off of it. It's almost a changeup that curves. Perro looks to second, and Pablo knew exactly. Pablo was back to second before the guy even circled back around. Good instincts by Perez. There's the line and the pitch and a line drive into center field. Coming in to score will be Perez, and holding at first is Cesar Ramirez with an RBI and a single. Right in between short and second and in front of the center fielder. Good single for an RBI for Perez, or for Ramirez. As Perez comes in to score, brings up Zane Eiler, who singled and walked the last time, 2 times up. The wind and the down low in the dirt, and getting back to second, Ramirez. Ball 1 on Eiler. The only left-handed hitter on the Rangers, but he can swing it. Perro looks to first, winds and delivers, and there's a ground ball single into right field. It should be a double by Eiler. He's not all that fast, but he's going to come in with a stand-up double and coming in. Nope, he got scored. Did not score. They got him out. He kind of hit strange on that home plate. He stepped, and I believe that Ramirez hurt himself a little bit, but he's out number 2 trying to score. Coming into third is Eiler. With a stand-up double and a steal for third. 2-away, runner at third. Jahir watches one goes outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. There's the wide and a pop up into his right, and that's going to be second baseman coming back and makes the grab for out number 3. Rangers score 3 runs off of 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and 1 left on. We'll be back after these words.
We get it. You need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you, or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply.
So you called the same old plumbing company with the same old plumbers. We mean old. They arrive, start work, you go to the grocery store, you get back, you see the old plumbers out back, taking a smoke. You think, am I paying for this by the hour? You think? You really need to rethink your plumbing company. Think if
bsw.com/mortgage.
Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Back at Hartgrove Field, a slow grounder down first base, picked up and thrown over to Levi Stevens off the bat of number 3, Sam Oblander, lefty hitter, for out number 1. Ground out to 1. And that brings up the pitcher, Obed Perot. On the mound is Hernandez in relief of Loma. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Perot. One away. We're in the top half of the 4th. That's outside ball 1. 1-1. So 1-1 and a foul back behind. Hit the building behind us here. One ball, 2 strikes now on Obed Perot, the pitcher. Gage Martinez, the catcher, up next. And there's a ball outside. Slow curve by Preston Hernandez. He has 1 strikeout. Perot got a strikeout of the leadoff batter, and then the Rangers came on and had 4 hits and scored 3 runs there in that bottom of the third. There's a swing and a miss. Strike three. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Hernandez. Out number 2 here in the top half of the fourth brings up Gage Martinez, the catcher. Singled and flied out to right field his second time up. There's the wind and a pop up to second baseman coming over, making the play for the Perryton Rangers, Julian Romero, for pop up number 2 and out number 3. Pop up to 3 for out number 3. That's the end of the first half of the fourth inning. We'll be back with the Rangers side up after these words.
PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
7676 Benham Pickup picks up our total detail and deliver your car. Unity Auto and Tire, 5th and Main in Barrington, all work satisfaction guaranteed. It's not rumor, it's fact when it comes to quality and selection.
The Rangers, the relief pitcher, followed by Levi Stevens and Abraham Hernandez in that order. Perot still on the mound. Pitcher to pitcher, and there's a swing and a pop-up. Out of play, back behind. In the direction of my Jeep. I'm not believe it made it there, but strike one on Preston Hernandez. Rangers had 8 batters up in that last inning after an initial strikeout. There's the wind and delivery and a curve inside. Strike 2. Preston leaned back. That was a slow curve. And the umpire likes the inside corner, maybe even a little closer. There's the wind and delivery, and that one's down in dirt. Ball number 1 on Preston. Stevens, Hernandez, and Heater to follow. Rangers scored 3 runs in the bottom of the third, 6 in the bottom of the second, and 1 in the first. The wind and delivery by Perot, and he gets away from the catcher, making his run, but not in time, and the throw and the catch for out number 1 on a strikeout. That's the second one for Perot. Out number 1. Strikeout throwdown. Brings up the co-offensive player of the year for the basketball team. All-district basketball team. Co-MVP. The wind Perot, and that's going to be a called strike. That was a pretty one that time. Strike 1. Levi Stevens, co-MVP. Pablo Perez was the most valuable defensive player in the district. The wind and delivery, and that's high. And that's really high when it's on a 6-7 guy. 1-1. But that was shoulder height. Pro looks to be about 5'8" on the mound. There's the wind, and that's going to be a called strike. 1-2. Caught the outside corner. Well, not the outside corner. It's about 3 inches wider than the outside corner, but that's where he's been calling them. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Stevens. 1 out, a strikeout. Preston Hernandez, the wind and the delivery, and a line drive foul down the first base line. Just put his bat out there, threw it out there just in case that he was going to call it a strike. It was fairly wide, but protecting the plate was Stevens. So still 1-2, the wind and the delivery, and a swing and grounder to second underneath his glove. On with an error is Stevens. And that's the second time he's gotten on by an error. Came around to score a run in that 6-run second inning. Got 1 out. Runner at first. Up to bat is number 11 for the Perryton Rangers. That's Alonso Tarango. Pinch hitting. Maybe going to be a substitute. Alonso Tarango, number 11. There's a wind, and the ball gets away from the catcher. Going to second is Stevens, easily making it. So we're going to put Alonso Tarango in underneath Hernandez, Abraham. There's a wind and delivery, and there's down low, gets away once again, advancing to third, Stevens. Those are 2 wild pitches not on the catcher. So Stevens now on third. Alonso with 2 balls, no strikes on him. The wind and the delivery, and a swing, all good hit out between left and center. It's going to go all the way. No, it didn't. He'll get a double out of it. Running just as fast as his short legs would let him. A double and an RBI for Alonso Tarango. And we're not sure whether he's going to be playing. They're certainly going to substitute the runner for him. I know there's a semi-timeout as we're going to get a different pitcher. Coming in to pitch, I believe, is Carson Martinez, the third baseman. Yeah, he's taking his pitches, and we're going to take a quick break as they're going to replace Perro with Martinez. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
conditions to meet the unique financial needs of you and your family. Interstate Bank, an equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Change places. Carson Martinez. I had Perro maybe being a shortstop, but looks like he's the third baseman. Favila still staying at short. And Martinez in the fourth for Perro. Had a decent showing. Number 15 is up now. And that is, ball is outside on him. Number 15 is Jackson Blackshear. Maybe taking Heater's position. Ball one to Blackshear. And almost caught Alonso off base on a throw to second, but barely slid underneath the tag. Blackshear has one ball on him. There's outside, ball two. Two balls, no strikes. Runner at second is Tarango, one away. And Jackson Blackshear at the plate. The wind by Martinez, and that is called outside, ball two. I think he was giving those to Perro, but not to Martinez. Carson Martinez, the pitcher. Ball three. 3-0, and he'll be watching this one, and that's inside and high, ball four. And that brings up, should be Cervantes, yep. Brenton Heater was playing third. I don't know whether this is a replacement for him or not. Stepping in to bat, Julian. Carson winds and delivers, and a stroke out to right field. Should be caught, and is caught. And going to third, and easily making it. As flying out to right field was Julian Cervantes for out number two. And that brings up Pablo, who has gone 3 for 3. Singled, tripled, singled. 2 RBIs. Runners at the corners. 2 outs. Pablo, a hard drive to left, center left, and not able to get there in time, and scoring 1 run and coming into third. Single for Pablo and an RBI for his third. And short stubby Alonzo Triangle comes in to score the run for the Rangers. 13-4. Rangers with 3 runs here in this 4th inning. Carson Martinez in relief. Runners at the first and second once again. The corners. There's a pitch and high ball to number 2 for the Perryton Rangers, who is, we're having lots of, that's Ramon Alvarez. Batting in place of Cesar Ramirez. 1 ball on Alvarez. There's a ball outside, gets away from the catcher. The Rangers will score another run and go into, that one was in the dirt. That's a wild pitch. That's not on the catcher that time. Run number 4 for the Rangers. Alvarez with 2 balls, no strikes on him. Runner at second is Pablo. There's a line and a high ball. Alvarez now 3 balls, no strikes. Control a problem for Martinez. Struck out Preston Hernandez, and that one thrown behind. Did it? I'm not sure whether it may have even hit him. Did he get hit? Okay, ball. Walk to Alvarez, brings up number 12, Zane Eiler. Zane has a single, a walk, and a double with 1 run batted in. Runners at first and second, and a hard hit ball to right field. That's on the ground. It's going to go to the wall. Right fielder running after it. It'll score 2 runs. And coming in with another triple is Zane Eiler. That kid can stroke the ball. He gets a hold of it, and it's like a bullet, just like a bullet. Eiler with the trip and 2 RBIs. Gives him 4 for the game. Rangers with 6 runs. It's now 16-4. And still on the mound is Martinez with 2 outs, as the Rangers have scored a lot of runs with 2 outs. There's a pitch, and that's on the outside corner on Julian Romero, strike 1. The Rangers will have batted round in this inning already. This is the 9th batter. There's a line, and that's outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On third is Eiler. The wind, and a swing and a miss, and gets off the glove of the catcher. Strike 2, 2-1-2. 16-4. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Martinez from the stretch with a runner at third. There's the wind and a hit batter. As getting on base is number 5, Julian Romero. And we are starting our 10th batter. And that will be the pitcher, Preston.
They didn't let him on.
Oh, they didn't? Ah. Why, didn't try to get out of the way?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
He moved in a little bit. There's a pitch in there. And it hit his bat, which was back behind him. And coach is looking at him. He should have been on that one. One ball, 2 strikes on and a foul down the right field line. At the plate is Julian Romero. At third is Eiler. There's the wind and the pitch and a foul back into the net. So still 2-2 the count. On deck is Preston Hernandez, the pitcher. 2 away, runner at third, 2-2 the count. Martinez delivers and fouled it back. Once again, keeping it alive, making Martinez work. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 16-4. Rangers on top. On third, Zane Eiler with his second triple of the game. There's a wind and a swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 3. First strikeout by Carson Martinez, but not until the Rangers score another 6 runs. It's 16-4. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
Cervantes. 21. No, Hernandez is at second. And I believe Romero's at short, right? Romero at short, Hernandez at second, and Cervantes, Julian at third, and on the mound is Pablo Perez. He's taken a few pitches. Hernandez still at the catcher position. So the last time that the Guyman Tigers have a chance at this one, and coach calls in his big gun, Perez. In the top of the 5th, Adrian Fabula, the shortstop. There's a pitch and swing, strike 1. Pulled the string on that one, and going for it was Fabula. Strike 1. Perez winds and delivers inside, ball 1. Fastball. Perez looks to have certainly more speed than what the reliever Hernandez did, but Hernandez just kind of, there's a wind and close to de-handing Fabula, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Perez takes his foot off the bag, the rubber, and now he's set. 2-1, the wind and the pitch, and down low, 3-1. If I know Coach Cowan, he's saying throw strikes, just throw strikes, let him hit it. 3-1, and a swing at an inside pitch just trying to protect himself. Full count now. 3-2 on shortstop Fabula. Carson Martinez, the former third baseman, now pitcher, on deck. The wind and delivery, and a strike three. Struck him out on a low inside one for out number one. So Perez comes in and gets one strikeout after seeing one. Preston Hernandez had two. Izzy Loma had a tough go of it in the first 2 innings. He didn't have much. And there's an inside pitch, too far inside, as Carson Martinez gets hit in the left side. That had to smart. Hit batter, brings up. It's 16-4. Need to keep any more runs from getting on. Got 2 to play with, but just soon not have to use them. The wind and a pitch, strike. Yeah, he looked toward the dugout. I think maybe coach made a motion to him. That's the best pitch he's thrown since his strikeout. Strike one. And that one's inside, gets away from the catcher. Pass ball. Abraham Hernandez, the catcher, and Pablo's probably got 20 miles an hour on anybody that's pitched there today before this. 1-1. And Pablo wanted to pick him off and had number 5 for the Rangers been over there. Strike 2, swinging. They would have gotten him. No ball, or 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tariq Waslam. The wind and the pitch. And strike 3 looking. Another strikeout. Strikeout number 2. Out number 2. He thought it was inside. Marvin Garcia, the left fielder. And down low. The runner, Carson Martinez, thinks that Pablo's going to pay a lot of attention to him. He had about a 25-foot lead. There's a wind and a pitch. Called strike. Wow. He's giving him the inside corner, or inside, really inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The wind and the pitch, and strike 2. And Pablo wasn't paying any attention to Martinez. Martinez says, I'm going to steal third. I slid in there, and nobody paid any attention to him. 2-1, 1-2. And a pop-up going for it is the catcher, and makes it for out number 3. And that is the end of the ball game. The Rangers win it 16-4. We'll be back to wrap it up after these words.
PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
Hey, we get it. No, you need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply.